alive.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, coming to you with another video, and as always, keeping you up to date with the latest news, rumors, and nonsense coming out of Knoxville. That's right, also nonsense. That's what we're going to talk about today, is a little bit of ridiculousness. But first, as always, do us a favor, hit that thumbs up. We would greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We got a lot of content coming out, a couple of videos yesterday. And then last night, Dauber and JP went live after that horrendous basketball game. But if you didn't catch that live show, you can still go back, catch the replay. Like I said, a couple of videos keeping you guys up to date. I think the Indie Kid may be dropping something today, but just stay tuned for that. But let's get into what I want to discuss today, and it is nonsense. So let's take a look at the article. As always, I like to give credit where credit is due. This is A to Z Sports Nashville. I'm a big fan of these guys. I check their website frequently. They do a good job. They put out good content. This particular article from Zach Reagan. Source, where Tennessee's recruiting got sloppy. And yeah, there's all kinds of rumor and innuendo out there, and it's nonsense. So let's get into the article, see what it says here from Zach Reagan. The Tennessee Vols are the talk of the college football world right now. Yep, that's definitely true, Zach. Not the good talk, not the kind you want. It's been a joke. Thanks to a recruiting scandal that has cost 3 coaches their jobs, along with several recruiting staffers, he says. On Monday, Tennessee fired head coach Jeremy Pruitt, Brian Niedermeyer, and outside linebackers coach Shelton Felton. All of that we know. So let's get into a little bit more. The scope of the actions should indicate to you that the number of violations is significant, and the number of people involved is significant and deliberate. Let's keep going through the article here. I want to get to the good stuff. A source, here we go. This is where it gets interesting. A source with knowledge of the NCAA's investigation of Tennessee tells A to Z Sports Nashville that the NCAA was aware of Tennessee's sloppy recruiting practices for over a year now. Over a year. So why is this just now coming out? The NCAA started paying close attention to UT because the program was giving out free gear to recruits. That may not seem like a big deal, but it's not allowed under NCAA rules, and it's a pretty easy way to get caught not being above board with recruiting rules. That's the thing. When you start looking at this, it's almost maddening to hear how this stuff happens all over the country. We hear it from the media. We hear it from coaches. We hear it from everybody. This happens all over the country. It's kind of like back when I was in high school, a buddy of mine, we got in trouble for four-wheeling on property that we should not have been four-wheeling on. We ended up having to do community service. Do you know how many times during that short stint of doing community service we heard, I did this all the time when I was a kid, just didn't get caught? Seems to be the status that Tennessee finds themselves in. From there, things devolved. We know that at least one assistant coach was funneling benefits to players' recruits through a current player on the team. And then on Tuesday, this is the nonsense I want to talk about. On Tuesday, Dan Patrick reported that Tennessee was handing recruits cash in McDonald's bags on recruiting visits. This says, that's a fun story. No, it's not. Zach, no, it's not. I've enjoyed the article so far, but come on, Zach Reagan. That's not a fun story. It's not good for the university. The memes are all over the internet. It's been absolutely ridiculous. I've seen several players tweeting, you don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, that's a fun story. According to the same source, it's absolutely not true. The sad thing is the damage has been done. Everybody is taking it and running with it. Zach says here, did Tennessee get sloppy in the recruiting efforts? Absolutely. That's why they need a new coach. But they weren't quite as reckless as Dan Patrick suggested on Tuesday. And they were using McDonald's bags to get – come on. I mean, when I heard that, I was like, there's no way. That's absolutely ridiculous. But again, I wanted to bring this to you. I wanted to keep you guys up to date with the nonsense. That just – don't always believe everything you hear on the internet, but more information is going to be coming out about these violations. We're going to find more details. We're going to get into some other stuff again later today. Make sure you check back. Like I said, the Indie Kid and myself will be going live. I'm thinking about doing maybe a couple of videos about coaches, head coaches that may be in the mix. Let me know. Leave me a comment down below if that's something you would want. Kind of a Talkin VAWLS hot board. Maybe we each do a video about a specific coach we would be interested in. But I don't know how long this thing's going to play out. Austin Price, VolQuest.com, seems to think that they are going to have an athletic director and a coach in place sooner than we think. I thought this thing could have, dragged on for a month, if not longer. But according to Austin Price, he seems pretty confident that things are going to move quickly. So we will see how that plays out. Again, keeping you guys updated. This was a little bit more fun video versus information. But having some fun, enjoy all the feedback. You guys seem to be enjoying these. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. But again, kids, don't always believe everything you hear on the internet. Make sure you check out the other videos dropped yesterday. And again, the basketball post game show. Make sure you're subscribed. And as always, hit that thumbs up. Go Big Orange.
The songs howl like me, poets sat in our chains, soaking moonlit falls, unbroken past this